This is 14 boxes full of key issue comics. The other day we went through this box. It was full of a lot of really awesome books. But for the final part of this series, we're going to go through this box. This box has some more top loaders, so there should be some bigger keys mixed in here. Okay, let's go through this box. Let's see what we got. I'm going to start on the side here with these top loaders. We got, Batman, the New 52, #1. This is third print, I think. A little bit harder one to find, I believe. Young Avengers #1, the Wizard World variant. This is the first appearance of like half these characters. Okay, we have, Captain Marvel #17, the second print, Kamala Khan cover. That's kind of a rare variant. Omega Man #3, first appearance of Lobo. Love that book. That's a great book. Thor God of Thunder #6. This is the first Gore, I believe. All right, what we got in the box? We got Moon Girl #1. Love that key issue. That's a really fun book. Destroyer Duck #1, one of my all-time favorite key issues. That one I have so many copies of. Punisher #2. Do love that miniseries. Steven Universe #1. I believe this is the first miniseries. That one I think will have a lot of value in the future. Lock and Key #3, homage to that amazing EC Comics cover. I think that, is it a variant? I think it is a variant. It might have a little bit of value. Or maybe it's the first, but I don't. Either way, I think it has some value just because of the homage. Lock and Key #6. I did really like that show. That was a fun show. Lock and Key #2. Lock and Key #1. Awesome covers. Hardware #25. Kind of want to go through all my collection and figure out what I need from the Milestone stuff. Lock and Key #4. Doom Patrol #1. That's the 2001 series. Young Avengers Special #1. Hardware #1. I think this is the Boys issue, maybe 30. Virgin variant. I think that one's kind of rare. Reborn #1, the blank variant. Not sure what issue Speculative this is, but it's a cool J. Scott Campbell, colored by Sabine Rich cover. Love that one. Batman '89, the first appearance of Punchline. House on the Lake #1. Wolverine #10, the awesome Sabretooth fight issue. I think that's the first time they meet up, or first time they fight in a comic. Bee and Puppy Cat #7. This series, every single issue is kind of at least 20 to 50 bucks. Worth picking these up when you find them cheap. Something is Killing the Children #3. Something is Killing the Children #4. Power Pack #1. Bee and Puppy Cat #1. This one, I wouldn't be surprised if that's selling for $100 now. America #1. The Flintstones #1, a pretty decent mid-grade copy, maybe slightly higher grade. It's got some wear on the spine and a little bit of soiling that might be able to clean. But overall, it's a very presentable copy. That's an awesome key issue to have. Daredevil #8, under 10 issue. Love that. I think that's the first Stiltman. I really need to see what I need. I know I have 1, and I think my lowest number after that is maybe 6. I got to see what I need. I want to fill in the collection. Amazing Spider-Man 123, awesome Luke Cage cover. Spider-Woman #1. Strange Tales 112, gorgeous cover. It's got a little bit of a crease right there, but other than that, it's an amazing comic. Strange Tales 133. Hawkeye #1, the first Kate Bishop series. Hulk 16, I believe that's the first appearance of the Red She-Hulk. Totally Awesome Hulk #15, just a really, really fun cover. Love that one. X-Men 117, the first Shadow King? Is that who that is? I forget. I really liked his character in the Legion show, so that was the issue I really wanted from back then. Silk #1. Vision #1, the hip-hop variant. Hawkeye #1. Alpha Flight #1. This is a key issue that I've just been grabbing for years. So somewhere I have a stack for like 20 of them. I just for the longest time was a $2 or $3 book. Now it's got a little bit of value, but still not high enough for me to want to sell them. Sleepwalker #1. New Mutants #87, second print. Umbrella Academy #1. I haven't found my free comic book day one yet. America number 3, really fun cover. Captain Marvel number 16. This is the first. I want to say Zyla Bell, but I don't know if I'm saying the name right. She was in the third Guardians of the Galaxy movie. So this is one I know I picked up a bunch. I probably picked up another 10 somewhere for $1 back in the day. Over the Garden Wall number 3. I don't know if this is the first series or the second series. I know the first series is worth a lot. I think this is the second series. Price still has a little bit of value, but not, the first series has a lot of value. Number 4 and number 2. All these I picked out dollar bins. Something's Killing the Children number 2. Very cool. Week 52. This is first appearance of Kate Kane, who becomes Spider-Woman. Howard the Duck number 1. I don't think this issue is actually worth anything. Like cover price basically. Reborn issue 1. This one is signed by Greg Capullo. That's super cool. It's like signed books. It's hard to kind of buy those from people in collections, but I do like when they have Midtown Comic certificates because that makes it a lot easier to, then kind of the date and time when he signed it. But I feel like that certificate could probably be pretty easily copied. Tales of Suspense number 97, first appearance of Whiplash, pretty decent condition. Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham number 1, absolutely love that issue. Miss Marvel 16, the first cameo appearance of Raven, who becomes Mystique, love that issue as well. Original Sin number 4, first appearance of Silk. Someone had the label there for that. I got a second copy of the first appearance of Silk, love that issue. Madame Xanadu number 1, that is super cool. X-Men Worlds Apart number 1, the Wizard World or Texas Wizard World exclusive. It's a J. Scott Campbell cover. Love that. Little Kid Introducing Calvin number 10. This is the first appearance of Calvin. I just think it's like a fun kids comic. Very rare issue. Bee and Puppy Cat number 1. Again, I wouldn't be shocked if this is over $100 now. So I got one copy, and then this is my third, fourth, or fifth copy. A third in this box, but I think I showed 1 or 2 others. I love this book, though. I really like the animation series as well. I like the original one, and then I like the modern one that they did a year or so ago. Young Avengers number 1's got a Young variant. I don't think this is the first. I think this is the second Young Avengers series. Very cool cover, though. All right, let me clear these out. These stacks are getting kind of big. Okay, we got Strange Tales 127. Awesome book. Oh, Avengers 57, first appearance of Vision. Sweet key issue. I got that from my friend Sean a few years ago. And then Fantastic Four 52, first Black Panther. I also got that from Sean. That's my second copy, I believe. Invincible number 100, the Comixology, I guess black and white version. That's kind of a rare, expensive comic. I think I got that from my friend Sean as well. Monstrous number 1, just a key issue I absolutely love picking up when I can find it cheap. Bee and Puppy Cat, I think this is the ratio from issue 1, maybe a later issue. I wouldn't be surprised if that's kind of expensive. And another Bee and Puppy Cat ratio, that's also one that I wouldn't be surprised if it's kind of expensive. And then another copy of Bee and Puppy Cat number 1. Yeah, as you can see, I really like the original web series that came out like 10 years ago. So I was picking all these up for a while. Bee and Puppy Cat number 1. And I was trying to pick them up for cover price or cheaper. That's a spec that kind of panned out. But also, I think this is the kind of book that in 10 years, possibly there'll be people that love the web series from 10 years ago that are starting to go crazy for this. Or it could be the newer series, so the next generation of kids are going to grow up and really like this. But I have a feeling in the next 5 to 10 years, this whole series is going to have value. Like, really high value. Hardware number 19. Lilith number 0. I don't know if this is first appearance or not, but it's one of the Warrior Nun series. Century number 2. Avengers Annual number 10, first appearance Rogue. Absolutely love that one. The Nom number 1. Really liked that series as a kid. Master of the Universe number 1. Loved the comic, cartoon, toy related stuff. Supergirl 34. I think this is a low print issue. Spider-Man number 12. This is the Miles and Gwen Kiss cover. Transformers number 1. Again, one of my all-time favorite key issues. Awesome Bill Sienkiewicz cover. This is just one every time I see it, and it's like $5, $10, maybe even $20. I just have to snag it. I mean, I would do that with any book of value, but this one specifically even more so. Ghost Rider rides again. Original Ghost Rider number 1. I'm not sure. I don't know if this series has any value or not. Tales of Suspense number 19. Really awesome older pre-hero Marvel book. I like that these have the clear backs so you can see the full thing. Love that. I want to collect a lot more of this kind of stuff. And then Strange Tales number 30. Definitely want to collect a lot more of this stuff. This guy, I bought these at the anime convention a couple years ago. He had a whole bunch from both these runs. I had to look very carefully at them though, because a lot of them had little bits of restoration on them. I think these two were clean, but not 100% sure, but the price was good. I just bought it because it was a really good price. G.I. Joe number 1, one of my all-time favorite key issues as well. Another one I just grab whenever I see it. I think that's the 5th or 6th one. Truth number 1, first Isaiah Bradley, I believe. That's like the 3rd or 4th copy. Punisher number 1, probably like my 4th or 5th copy. X-Force number 2, probably the 5th or 6th. Lots of repeats here, but that's okay. You know, I'm the kind of person that likes, if I see a book that I really love, I don't mind just putting a bunch away, just because I think, you know, it's good to hold on to this stuff. I mean, I absolutely love this stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm collecting comics, and I buy comics because I absolutely love them. You know, I don't want to buy anything else but comics at the moment. But I also think long-term, it's nice to hold on to them because, you know, they do gain value. You know, they go up and down like this. You know, maybe should have sold during the pandemic. Prices are back down. But long-term, it's going to go up, down, and then I think trend overall will be up. So I don't mind leaving money in these issues because I'm not broke at the moment, at the point where I can't buy anything or I can't pay my bills. I feel a little bit broke at the moment, but I'm still selling enough to keep up with the bills. So this stuff, it's like you could sell it for emergency or just hold on to it for the future. No rush to sell it. Young Avengers number 1, first appearance of like half this team. So that's a really awesome key issue. And also, I sell a lot of comics. I just try to sell the cheaper ones, not the key issues. Avengers number 223, awesome Hawkeye, Ant-Man cover. Avengers 125, this is I think this is one of the first appearance of one of the stones, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. One of you can tell me what the key significance of that is. New Mutants Annual number 2, first appearance of Psylocke in an American comic. Black Panther number 2, first appearance of Shuri. Avengers 257, first appearance of Nebula. Love that issue. Amazing Spider-Man 121. This is when Gwen Stacy dies. Great key issue. Avengers 196, first appearance of Taskmaster. Huge fan of his. Avengers 196, another awesome copy. Avengers 195, I think this is the first cameo of Taskmaster, so this is kind of an important one to grab as well. Avengers 144, this is when Patsy Walker becomes Hellcat. Such an amazing cover too. Awesome cover. The first appearance character is on the cover. This is what you want in a key. Like this issue, these are key issues, first appearances that just, they scream beauty. Like this is the kind of stuff I love to see in a key issue. Let's see. Bee and Puppycat number 2. Love that series. Something is Killing the Children. Not sure the number, but it's a Virgin variant. Bravest Warrior number 1. This is done by the guy who did Adventure Time. So that's a pretty cool second print on that. Bee and Puppycat number 8. I'm still looking for the Rose Besh cover from this series. That one's gone really expensive. Star Slayer number 2, first full appearance of Rocketeer. Absolutely love that book. That's one of my favorite books. Steven Universe number 2. I think this is the original series. Steven Universe number 3. This is also the original series, I think. And number 5. I think it was just 5 issues in that first miniseries, and these are the 5. Those are super awesome. Love the covers. Amazing World of Gumball number 3. Another series that I think one of these days will start gaining value. Any of this stuff that kids grow up with that have strong nostalgic value, this is like a G.I. Joe number 1 for a kid that's probably about 15 right now, right? So right now they don't care about it, but when they're 22, 23, finishing off college, they might start wanting to buy some stuff up with it. Once they start having some money, they might be like, oh, I remember, I loved the Amazing World of Gumball. Oh, they have comic books, let me buy that. Oh, I love Steven Universe. I got some money now, let me buy those. So that's usually what happens. That happened to Pokemon a few years ago when Pokemon Go came out, exploded during the pandemic. So I love collecting kind of this nostalgic stuff because I really think one day it will explode in value. Bee and Puppycat number 4. Awesome also. And especially, it has to be contemporary to the day. So if it's stuff that came out from when people grew up and it was for the adult collector, I don't think it's worth as much, right? In 10, 15 years when they do a Steven Universe, like anniversary issue, won't be worth as much. People always want the original stuff from their childhood. All right, this adventure has been so much fun going through all my comic books. That box was amazing. I'm kind of sad it's over, but we have a lot more comic content coming up soon. And I have 800 other short boxes. So I might start doing some requests if people ask me for specific boxes they want to take a look at.